I'm Aqxyl Storms. I'm one of the owners of Minus Moonshine. We're a non-alc retail space in Brooklyn, New York. I used to be a chef. I was a yoga instructor for 14 years. And before this, I was an optician, so I come from like a health and wellness kind of background. But I kind of got into like biohacking. Does anybody know what biohacking is? So it's kind of like watching what things do to your body, like seeing what the causes are. I got this ring that tracks my sleep. Anybody know Wim Hof? Yeah. There's like, cold showers and stuff. That's biohacking. So you kind of want to control, kind of regulate everything that you're doing. Let's see. Oh, that's me. We'll get there. I got a ring that tracks my sleep. It's an aura ring, and I would notice that like every time I drank alcohol, my sleep was complete trash. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where you wake up the next day and you're like, did I actually sleep? How many times did I wake up? Well, I was able to see that, and it really scared me. So I work on like eating a lot of produce, moving my body, and let's see. So I love drinking. Who doesn't love drinking? I love drinking. I'm a musician, so I play a lot of shows. First thing that happens is you get 2 drink tickets. So I didn't want to give those to my alcoholic bandmates. So of course I'm drinking, but I'm tired all the time. So do dry January. I did dry January last year. I had quit drinking like maybe 4 times before that over the last 20 years. But after dry January last year, I realized there's a ton of these beverages that didn't exist the last 4 times I had quit drinking. So before I always went back to drinking because I missed the taste of alcohol. But this time, there were other things to drink. I could have a tequila soda. I could have a whiskey soda. And it tasted just like the shitty dive bar tequila soda or the whiskey soda I was drinking. And I didn't feel tired the next day. But I couldn't find these beverages. They were so difficult. And when you're shopping online, it's like, you have to reach this minimum to get free shipping, right? My online shoppers here. So I didn't want to order from all these different places. And in New York, you go to whatever's close to your neighborhood. There was nowhere to find this stuff. I was going crazy. So I thought, what if I open a store that's completely dedicated to this stuff? Because I loved going to my wine store around the corner. The guys were super nice. They would pull out bottles and say, do you want to try this? And it just made it such an experience. And I felt like as a non-drinker, I suddenly didn't have those options. I felt like I was being sat down at the kids' table, like, oh, we can have a mocktail. I'll make something special for you. And it's just syrup and seltzer. And that's just not what I wanted. I wanted to feel like an adult making adult decisions. So I opened the store. We're about to hit 1 year next Thursday, which is really, really exciting. So I'm really, really happy to be here. Louis brought me in today, and I'm just like beyond stoked to be here. I had a blast yesterday, and it's been so fun meeting so many new people. So I have a little story here. Think about your best friends from college. Imagine like a group of college friends. They go out to dinner once a month. They always get drinks, dinner, they catch up. What are your kids doing? How's work? This time, one of the 4 college friends doesn't order drinks. They're just drinking water. Now, we don't know if this person is pregnant, if they're running a half a marathon tomorrow. We have no idea why they're not drinking. The bill comes. Not only is the check a lot less because this one person didn't order drinks, the server gets less money, the bar gets less money, the restaurant gets less money, and even the spirits companies get less money because one person. But that's not just one person. That's a lot of us out there. We don't have the options. If we have the options, we're willing to throw down, $15 for a cocktail, just like we did before. We have the funds. The options are not there. Let's see. So we want more on the menu. For spirits and things that I choose to bring into the shop, obviously we want good tasting products. A nice label is great, that draws people in, but honestly, if it doesn't taste good, nobody's gonna buy it. Like, I'll pull bottles out from the back and I get my customers to try things and they get really excited. We have brands come in and do demos and tastings, and I throw parties at the shop where people can come in and just like, free drinks? Sure. We set up outside, we have a restaurant next door. People can come by after they've had brunch and they're like, what is this? Oh, it's new. Oh, I can make this at home and it tastes good. Cool, I'm down. So on the shelves, I have, the usual suspects, which, we have our gin alternatives, we have whiskey alternatives, we have rum alternatives, tequila, even some mezcal and some vodka, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Botanicals, some botanicals can be used in place of gin, but they're really kind of their own thing. The functional beverages, as they all spoke of before, they'll have things like 5-HTP, which is mood uplifting. They'll have some herbs that can be calming. People are really, really interested in these areas because a lot of customers, as these guys were saying, still drink alcohol, but they're looking for something maybe different to drink. So the functional spirits area tends to be more intriguing for the drinkers. They already have their favorite whiskeys or wines, so they want something that fills the void that's outside of the alcohol world, that's a little more exciting. And then, of course, the aperitifs, digestifs. We love this section. As a former drinker, everybody has their favorite drink. Who's a wine person? Okay, cool. Who's a whiskey person? What's your favorite drink? Give me some shout outs. What's your go-to? Mezcal. I loved mezcal. Old fashioned. Scotch. Yes. So for people like me who are wine, whiskey, tequila, I never knew I liked aperitifs. I never knew until I quit drinking. So this is really fun. Also, customer feedback. I get a lot of customer feedback. So here's what's missing. People want more sippable things that taste exactly like what they used to drink or what they're missing. Pregnant people are fiending, okay? They want stuff that tastes exactly like what they can't drink. When my cousin was pregnant, she would take little sips off her husband's beer or her husband's sipping tequila, and she was so mad she just couldn't have a whole glass. And anyone who's been pregnant out there, I cannot empathize, but I'm hearing you, and I really am trying to advocate for you. We have lots of amazing options, but the sipping stuff is just not there. Also, Scotch, where are you? Where are you, Scotch? We have no PD Scotches, like Lefroy. You missed the Scotch, right? I want Scotch. Somebody, these big alcohol producers, get a bunch of scientists into a room, make it happen. We want the Scotch. More canned cocktails. We can do more canned cocktails. That's a big thing. Customers, especially where I'm at, we're near Prospect Park. So people want to go to the park, they want to sit on a blanket. People are traveling, bottles are heavy. Bottles are nice, but cans. We need more canned cocktails. And not supermarket seltzers. If I can get it at a grocery store near me, I don't usually want to carry it. It's very exciting to have non-alcoholic drinks available at the grocery store. But for example, Unified Ferments is a kombucha that we carry. It's in a really nice, large, beautiful bottle. It looks wine adjacent, but it's kombucha. They focus on the quality of the tea, and it's a very, very special beverage that feels like you're drinking alcohol. And it's in glass, though. So if we can get more canned stuff, that would be awesome. More sugar-free. This is in LA, but people are still very, very concerned about sugar. And cut it with the stevia. Like, if we can taste the stevia, nobody wants it. Am I right? Like, some people have a strong aversion to cilantro, and some people have a strong aversion to stevia. I can handle a little stevia. It's not that bad, but the number one thing that I hear from customers is either too much stevia or it's too sweet. We already have sugars or sugar sodas and things like that. We want something that tastes like, I don't know, bitter, sweet, or not sweet. Bitter, we want dry wines. Let's see. We're wrapping it up here. We're almost done. The premixed cocktails are great. There's a Phony Negroni that just came on board. Has anyone tried the St. Agrestis Phony Negroni? What'd you think? Thumbs up? It's good. That's my number one seller right now. We just got restocked yesterday. It's in cans versus bottles this time. So it'll be interesting to see how it moves. But that has been the number one seller. People cannot get enough of it. But the spritzes have been covered, so more innovation is needed. More mood-enhancing spirits. Customers really want to feel a buzz the next day without the consequences, as everyone had said. Also for mood-enhancing stuff, there's a lot of caffeine involved in some of like the uplifting stuff. Some of us drink enough coffee where caffeine is just like, you don't need any more. And there's my business partner, Melissa. She's amazing. She lives in Chicago. We're hoping to open one there at some point, which would be really, really great. So if anybody has any contacts in Chicago, she's fantastic. I just wanted to thank you so much for coming to this specific panel, because this is very exciting for everybody here. We really all appreciate it. I'm excited to see what Jazz does. I love flyers. Dan, it's been an honor. Thank you so, so much. I'm Aqxyl. If you have any questions, you can always find me at Minus Moonshine on Instagram. Thank you so much.